Time now for this week's Goofy Award. You know, it's just over a week ago I warned that the hashtag #MeToo movement, if it became politicized, by nature that would send it to extremes, and I think diminish the opportunity to create a more respectful and equitable work environment. Once you get to extremes, it's so easy to dismiss. And I think there's a lack of sense of proportion when it comes to the accusations, and that's going to do harm to addressing, I think, a very serious issue of workplace harassment, where men in power have abused their position to demand sexual favors, at times forcing sexual acts. Most often it's with women, but there's also, in the case of well-known celebrities like Kevin Spacey, it's been with men. But this is very different. Demanding a sexual favor, that kind of an assault, is let alone, of course, forcing sexual acts. Very different from someone who's rude or boorish or insensitive. I'm not suggesting for a moment that if someone is uncomfortable on the job, they shouldn't report it, and I think it's incumbent on companies to have a complaint mechanism. But that's not the same. I mean, failing to show a sense of proportion, I think, is a challenge. Well, it didn't take long to get a Canadian example. Sherry Romando is a 43-year-old Quebec MP. In May, she attended a fundraiser for veterans in Ottawa. In the course of the evening, she posed for a picture with Conservative MP James Bazan and another person. Now, while waiting for the photo, Mr. Bazan quipped, "This isn't my idea of a threesome." Well, he thought better of it and apologized the next day for the remark. Ms. Romanando, didn't accept the apology, and a week later, she formally complained to the Chief Human Resources Officer, who in turn launched a review. As part of his submission, Mr. Bazan again apologized, this time in writing. As National Post Christy Blatchford has pointed out, on August 16th, the Chief Human Resource Officer ruled in his report that he, in quotes, did not support a claim of sexual harassment, end quote, and recommended no disciplinary action. But it's still not enough. Mr. Bazan apologized in person to Ms. Romanando. And on his own accord, he took the House of Commons sensitivity training. As Ms. Blatchford notes, after Mr. Bazan's fifth apology, this time in the House of Commons, MP Romanando rose in the House to say that Bazan, in quotes, had made her inappropriate, humiliating, and unwanted comments to me that were sexual in nature. These comments have caused me great stress and have negatively affected my work environment, end of quote. Come on. A fellow MP saying in jest that this isn't his idea as a threesome, and then immediately and repeatedly apologizing in public, in writing, in person, caused her great stress and negatively affected her work environment for 7 months? Well, I'll tell you, if she's sincere, which I have no reason to believe she's not, then my suggestion is she needs professional help. To say her reaction is out of proportion is an understatement, as was the reaction of some media outlets. Toronto Star put it on the front page. Other outlets completely misrepresented the story with sensationalized headlines that were unmerited and I think misleading. My point is that this will not further the advancement of a respectful and equitable workplace for women. The over-the-top response and ungraciousness with which MP Romanando rejected the relentless apologies is going to diminish the issue in some people's eyes. And that's more than a shame, because this is a serious issue concerning unacceptable and at times actually criminal behavior experienced by some women in the workplace.